What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. I've got something cool I want to show y'all today, and these are a set of HD night vision binoculars. And I was kind of skeptical about doing a review on these at first because they seem kind of more recreational, more so than something you would fight with or protect your life with. But not everything has to be about that. And the more I use these and play with them out here, the more uses I've found for them. Especially living out here in the country or having some property, things like that. So that's kind of what we're going to go over. The best uses I've found for these. We're going to go over some functions and some features of them and get a closer look. So yeah, we're going to dive into that. First thing we're going to do is go inside and take a look at what comes in the box. All right, so real quick, here's what the box looks like and what all you get in here. A little extended warranty activation thing, whatever. Here's your charging cable, USB-C to USB, I guess A, or the regular USB. A lanyard right here, which is pretty cool, so you can hang it around your neck. It's got these little things on each side. You loop it through, that way you can hang it around your neck. Go hands-free if you need to. Lens cloth, which everything comes with lens cloth. Nice, cool little cardboard foam box, whatever. Here's the unit itself. Here's the this is the red, the IR light source right here, and this is the camera lens. Then on the back you've got this main lens, and it's actually a digital lens inside here somewhere. So this is just a clear lens. Actually, we'll go to the bottom because here's the on switch. You gotta make sure that's on. It does come with a 32 gig card, and there's your charging port right there. Quarter 20 mount. Put this thing back in. Quarter 20 mount right there below it, so you can mount it to any kind of camera, tripod, anything like that. And this is your focus wheel. It just focuses the lens on the inside to make the image clear. Now, hit the power button on the top. You can see inside. You can see kind of where the clear lens is and where that digital screen is on the inside, but that's what you're going to get looking through it. You got all your little things in the corner, your battery, your card. What zoom level? If you look in that top left, you can kind of see it zooming in. Actually, it's down there on the bottom right. Top left is your night vision. See right there, the little bulb. It's going to tell you like your, 1 through whatever. I think the highest is 9. So it'll go from like daylight, hit that button, and it'll go kind of like a darker type mode, not full night vision. Then you can see it goes to 1, maybe if it's clear enough. See a 1, and it'll go all the way up to 9. And like I said, that's just how bright this right here is getting. You can see it getting brighter and brighter as I push it. And then once it goes past 9, it goes back to normal daylight mode. Here's some of your buttons on top. You've got your menu, just mode, some playback button. And this is your zoom and your IR. If you click it once, it's just going to do IR. If you like hold it, like kind of long click it, it'll zoom in, step by step up to 10x zoom. Power button and your light button. This will turn on the backlit buttons, or the light for the buttons, kind of like a backlit keyboard, which, depending on what you're using it for, you may or may not want the buttons to be lit. But anyway, there it is. It's not too heavy. It doesn't feel like terribly robust, but it does feel pretty solid, for what it is. Yeah, there it is. All right, so here I'm going to do the best I can to kind of show you some of these menu options. Here we go. We got video resolution, which right now is set at 1080 full HD. Photo resolution. Let's see, you can go down here. I'm trying to look over the top of this thing, make sure I hit the right buttons, which I did not. There we go. That's the right button. Here's all your options for your resolution, video resolution, 4K, 1080, and 720. Let's go ahead and put that thing on 4K. Language, I'm sure it's got all the popular languages, English, Spanish, whatever. Time setting, so you can make sure your timestamp on your video is correct. screensaver. I'm not really sure. It's off. I guess that's just going to cut the screen off to kind of save your battery. I'll leave that off. Screen brightness, I've got it at level 1 just because if you're using it at night, you don't want a whole lot of light coming back onto your face. Auto power off, it's 5 minutes, and I believe it's got there 1, 3, 5, and 10. This is going to be, if you leave it sitting still too long, it's going to just shut itself off after that amount of time. Your date tag, like I said, frequency, 60 hertz. It's going to be for your kind of like your refresh rate on your camera. It's basically just how fast the camera can process the image and send it to the screen. You know, so if you're like panning across a field, you know, what you see in real life is, you know, how long is it going to take for that image to like pan across the screen here, if that makes any sense. Night vision sensitivity, probably got low, medium, high. Audio, you can turn it on and off. Default settings, set it back to default, and format, so you can format your memory card on there. And you know, there's your version, firmware, all that stuff. So there's your menu settings and kind of what all you can expect from there. So as far as how useful I feel like these are, like I said earlier, they're not going to be like for a warfighter or anything like that. They're just not made for that. They're kind of, like I said, recreational, but they do still have some uses out here. You know, I like to use them at night to, you know, look at animals out on the property. I've got some deer feeders and stuff. The deer love to come out here and eat, and, you know, I can look at them at night. I can just come out the back porch and just watch them out there feeding, watch them, you know, walk around and do their thing. Also, if you've got some like livestock, you know, you've got problems with coyotes or something like that, you can, you know, scan your pasture, look for coyotes, make sure your cows are okay. Whatever, if you know, if you hear some dogs barking, or if your dog has alerted you to something, you could peek out the door and take these and scan and, you know, see if there's a bad animal or a bad person on your property. That being said, there are some drawbacks. These lenses up here, this one is like the camera lens, and this is the IR lens. It does have, I guess it's like LED, because it's really bright, a really bright reddish light coming out of here. You can see it with the eye, you can see it with the camera. I'll show you what that looks like with some footage here. And also the screen being electronic, you know, it's backlit, or not backlit, but it displays, it projects light backwards is what I'm trying to say. So when you hold these up to your face, you know, you look in here, there's the screen in here is projecting light back into your face. So it's going to light up your face. You know, so that's one kind of drawback, or two, you really, the red light on the front and the light on the back kind of blows your cover if you're using these for anything serious. But like I said, if you're using them more recreationally, or just to kind of survey your property at night, or to watch animals at night, bird watch deer, whatever, it's not going to be that big of an issue. Also, your kids could use this. It'd be great for kids if they want to, you know, just have a set of binoculars, or be able to, you know, to use night vision, just because it's cool to just come out here, pitch black dark, cut this thing on. It has its own IR light, so it doesn't need any external light source, and you can just, you know, see things in the dark. I think that's really cool, especially for kids or anybody else like that. You know, it's just something cool to play with. And for the price, I think right now, I've seen them as low as like $100. I think they're like 150-ish right now. But you know, just watch some sales. You might get them anywhere 100, 150 bucks. And like I mentioned earlier, it's got different levels of night vision brightness, of IR brightness. It's got zoom, like a 10x zoom. It's digital, of course. So, you know, the farther you go in, it's not really going to make the picture any better. It's probably going to make it a little worse, just because you're digitally zooming and not optically zooming. It does have the built-in battery, which is kind of a good thing and a bad thing. It's good because you can recharge it just by plugging it in, but it's also a bad thing because if you need them or want them to be powered on right now and the battery goes dead, you've got to wait for it to charge up. You can't just like swap some batteries out. So it's good and bad. You take it for whatever you want. You know, it's just up to you on which one is more important. I guess beyond recreationally, you could use these for serious, you know, life events. You can keep this in your car. if you've got to travel at night or something bad happens and you have to travel at night, you can put these, they are kind of bulky, but they're not terribly heavy. You can put them in a pouch or in your pack, and you can use them to scan areas at night, you know, see what's going on, and just be able to see at night with things, or to be able to see a little bit farther away in daylight or at night. And nobody likes to keep their $3,000 or $4,000 night vision device locked in their car, because, you know, things in cars get stolen. You don't want to keep expensive things in your car, especially like silencers and NFA items and really expensive guns and optics. You just don't want to do that. So this would be a great option to leave in your car for many reasons. You know, 100, 150 bucks, leave in your car. If somebody sees it, they're probably not even going to think anything of it. Probably not going to steal it anyway. So good option to keep in your car for whatever reason you might need it. All right, guys, so there it is. That's the video on the night vision HD binoculars. If you think that's something you might want, something you might want to get for your kids or a friend or, you know, whoever, check out the link. You know, just take a look at it. I think it's pretty cool, especially for the price. It wouldn't be bad just to, you know, to buy some and have them as a backup or for whatever else. I've given you tons of reasons why you could use one of these. So check out the link and do what you want with it. Thank you for watching. We'll see y'all next time.